Alright guys, so today we're going to play some games with arceus vstar. I'm going first in this game, and let's see if I can win. This deck is very good right now. It just won a regional. I'm not sure if I'm playing the exact 60, but I'm playing pretty close to the exact 60. And we are up against an okay matchup in Malamar. I'm going to attach this first just in case they play some sort of fan of wave shenanigans, which they usually won't. And we're just gonna pass because our hand is pretty tricky. Now the reason why I'm not putting the Path to the Peak in play is because I'd rather wait until I see a Tower of Waters, if they even play it. But there's the Remoraid. There was no sense in not putting the Path to the Peak in play, so that's probably a misplay. But yeah, I'll start doing more daily videos, you know, try out some new decks, have some fun. So we're playing against the Chinchino build of Malamar, and my first video on my channel was well, not my first video, but my first ptcgl live video was with Malamar, and it actually went very well. This matchup is typically okay, just because of the fact that, how should I say this? The Arceus matchup is very good against Malamar. We're gonna go just target this down, whatever. We're gonna probably path the P. Well, I should probably grab this first. And Marnie and Quick Ball, because I'd rather keep their hand super low while also, like, you know, gaining some relatively decent cards. And I want to get rid of that Dunsparce because it's so bad in this matchup. It's actually just not that great of a card overall, but with the Rise of Rapid Strike, I think it's actually starting. It's becoming worth more to play it in your list. Just because Rapid Strike is, of course, a very good deck, very solid deck, and he gets things done. So we're actually just gonna go get another Sabo, because why not? And we're only going to attach the one energy because, like, as an Arceus player, you really want to preserve your energy. So we have one in the bin, we have a Melanie in the deck, so we can. So there's the Melanie, actually, never mind. So it was not in the deck, however, it's right there. And then we can, like, you know, on a certain turn, we could even, like, go as far as to Raihan to a Drizzile and get an Inteleon going and KO with that, because it'll set up like a 7 prize game, and it's beautiful like that. It's such a good card. And then there's a Cynthia's Ambition, which is kind of sad, so you don't really get to play around those Cynthia's Ambitions. It's very difficult, and I think they're going to be able to get the knockout, to be honest. However, if they whiff, good news for us. However, I don't think they will. It's just a really, really bad time, because now people know how to play Malamar consistently and be able to play super well. If this was the Inteleon engine, I think we would have already got knocked out, but however, right now, seems like things are going somewhat okay. They are getting a lot of their boards set up though, so that's kind of a bit scary. So, we'll see though, here, real quick. Like, depending on how many of their Rapid Strike cards they have available, you know, right now they've got quite a few Rapid Strike cards in hand, I'm assuming, and they need to evolve. So they would probably get off the Surge. And they need one of these guys to not be Rapid Strike cards in order to draw 2, and they would need to draw, I think, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So they would, okay, that would have been a Rapid Strike card. So I'm wondering if they even can get close to that. And there's the Malamar. Now the question is off 7, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So that would be, they would need 24 cards. They would need to, they did not get it. But we gotta check our deck here. So we have the Raihan in there. So what we actually see here, we're gonna go with the Charon's Care. Because it's just a very good high enough card that it does a pretty good job of healing these Arceus, and I think that's what arguably makes this deck a lot better right now. However, I should have probably attached the energy. We have a Melanie to follow up, but that was an incorrect play to not attach the energy. But it's probably going to bite us after this, but we'll see. If we do top deck the Raihan though, we could make some really good stuff happen here to where it doesn't matter as much, because like, you know, they have to set up really hard for that really interesting game. And we need to be able to, like, if we're gonna get it, we have to get it this next turn in order to, you know, secure the 3 prizes, because then they would go down to 3, we go down to, and they would have to get the last 2 prizes on the last turn. However, I'm not sure. I think maybe I should go Arceus, and then Inteleon, and then another Arceus. However, I'm not 100% certain on how that's going to go, because I did play that one incorrectly. As an Arceus player, sometimes you make those mistakes, and I think this one is going to be a knockout, and I don't have a good follow-up right now. So I really do need to hope that it isn't possible for them to knock out. However, with 10 cards in their hand, they're going to get the knockout. It's that's the one thing of efficiency about the Gingino build, is it can get stuff done. And we don't even have Big Charm on this yet, so that was highly incorrect of me, and it might get me killed here. However, luckily we still have the Melanie in hand, so we can start setting up this Arceus vstar to attack, but then we really need to get an Inteleon online. We need to attach an extra energy to, how this is going to go. Oh, this could be really good though, because they don't have a follow-up Malamar, and we can squeeze the game from there. I like that. So they did exactly what they wanted to do this turn. However, they didn't actually they didn't do exactly what they wanted this turn. This deck can really struggle, actually. There's a Big Charm, so we're going to be able to get the extra stuff. And since they're falling behind now, next turn we can attach to a Drusile and start powering up our board again. And we can boss up any of their AKs they put down. They are definitely falling behind. They got a Brew now. Yeah, gusting? I think gusting at the Chinchino is more correct than anything, so I'm gonna do that. But if they don't put down an NK this turn, then I'm going to gust the NK, obviously, because that just scoops the game for them. And they didn't, so I think that this one is unwinnable for them. Because, like, Yeah, this game is definitely unwinnable for them at this point. They really can't put down another. I'm just gonna guess their other NK, obviously, and I have this Drizzle already, so that when the Inteleon inevitably, I could even attack with this one, the quick shooting. However, it only does 90 damage, which is really rough for this kind of deck. So I'm not gonna do that. It doesn't play into our prize trade well, and I do not know why they're still sticking around, because at this point we are just like getting ready to knock out their Pokemon. They don't even have a rescue carrier available, so how are they supposed to patch these NKs? Yeah, no, they just scoop. Yeah, so Arceus vstar is somewhat of a favorable matchup against these kind of Malamar decks, because we can just heal pretty easily. So, yeah. I've been loving this deck. It's really fun, and I think it's amazing in the current meta. There's so many different Arceus variants too. There's the Arceus Durella, and there's so many Arceus Rogue decks too. I want to try all of them. I'll probably do another. Next video is going to be Mew VMAX though, because this guy looks like he's very good. He's plays quite a bit, I guess. I don't know, I get bored of ptcgl live sometimes. They got the Chansey coin, pretty nice coin. They chose heads. Can we get a tails? Even going second with this deck is pretty fine, I guess. Because you can still Trinity, no, it's, I forget the name of the attack, but it's for double turbo, you can accelerate to a bench Arceus, so you can accelerate depending on what you have in hand, basically, kind of thing. This hand is horrible. This hand ain't it either. It's fine. It's just we don't have a good Arceus. We don't have an Arceus setup. I would love to be able to go, you know, turn one, put a Sobble down, put triple Sobble, you know, have an Arceus v Mew. That one's rough. That was a bad matchup. So if we could force we could Marnie and then path the peak, then that would be the ideal choice. But yeah, Mew is just a horrible matchup, and I don't think we're gonna be able to win this one if we don't have a Arceus set up, because they can just bounce KOs after KO. And my understanding is that Mew is pretty much what everything needs to beat, and Arceus usually does a pretty good job, as it won the regional and it beat a Mew. And their sequencing is very interesting. I think the Ultra Ball would have been a better play there than the Chromatic, but they could get a VIP pass pretty easily off of this, and they are playing semi-max rarity, so for the Mew Vs, I don't know. Quick Ball. Never mind, this is not even close to a max rarity, because they're playing weird, different artworks of Quick Ball and different artworks of Genesect. I don't usually like that, but I have those two Charon's Cares in different artworks, so I decided to just play them, because, you know, once I get another full art out of packs or something, I can easily convert that hyper rare into a full art. There we go. Since the big Inteleon. The Inteleon's usually useless in this matchup anyways. It's kind of like a free ditch card. Kind of. I'm gonna hold this hand too. I can do a pretty good matchup spread. This deck just has a really good matchup spread overall too. However, I think we might lose this one, because of course they're gonna be able to hit me for quite a fair amount of damage. They get the belt, they win. However, if they whiff, that would be good. Go ahead and whiff, but you're a Mew player, you're not gonna whiff. You know, Rotom Phone gets them exactly what they need, probably, which is a power tablet or a choice belt. Look, they get the exact card. And that's gonna be it. Yeah, I'm gonna concede. There's no point in even trying to stick this one out. Since that was a quick one, we'll play a third game. Just one more game, just to seal the deal. However, we do really seem to struggle with this deck against Mew. If you can't go first against them, because they're just going to be able to double turbo energy. That's just the scary thing, is that double turbo energy is a card, so even if you played the Fan of Waves, like a one of the Fan of Waves, you disrupt their fusion energy, they can still get they can still either LS Sparkle set up, or they can Fan of Waves, or no, not Fan of Waves, I'm sorry, double turbo energy to attach. And we're going to take a while to find the game, apparently, so it's a sad thing. That is a truly sad thing. Okay, we found a game. Let's Tails Never Fails. Apparently, never mind. It fails pretty often. And item. And I temporary. Oh, we're going first. What the heck? They're probably playing Rapid Strike Valley then. This hand would be gas if we had an Arceus to go with it. It's a Mew. So they can't boss and mellow it in the same turn. Well, they can't boss and LS Sparkle in the same turn, which makes me think that this matchup, as long as we can find what we need and draw into the quick ball, or just draw into the lone Arceus, we'll be fine. Come on, Arceus. One in doubt as for Arceus. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. We can even level ball out another Sobble. Oh, whoopsie. Alright, there we go. Unless they play some sort of shenanigans like Fan of Waves, we're in a really good spot. Most Mews, some Mews used to play Fan of Waves for the mirror, but mostly you never see Fan of Waves. So they go Chromatic, usually a Battle VIP pass. Now we're gonna go for the Capacious Bucket plus Evolution Incense. Hopefully this turn, or Evolution Incense. Yeah, we just really need to find our counts here to deal with this matchup. However, I think that so they're gonna attach Meloetta to the Mew. Now I'm thinking going after the Genesect. Do they have it? No, they don't. So I'm going to continue to draw cards, because that's just the way they play, new players play, because this deck is gas. To the point where it's almost like too broken to be. Like, it shouldn't be. Okay, so we're going to need a free prize. Okay, we don't even have to play this. So, let's go straight for an evil incense, I'm assuming. Because we can do a lot this turn. I think buckets, scoop up net plus buckets. Because we can just still technically boss. So boss's orders, and then path to the peak. I'm willing to take that over the anything else, because perfect. And then next turn, honestly, I might even go boss with Goon. Or a boss. I need to find a Goon. Because that would be such a good play, because I can go triple boss and win the game pretty consistently. Okay, they didn't even get a knockout. So the path to peak sticks, which is amazing for us. And I don't even think that we ever have to worry. We could even Chariot's Care and just, but that would just be a bad play. So I think I'm gonna go boss. Boss plus, even boss plus Pal Pad would be a good option. Pal Pad plus Evolution Insane. Well, Pal Pad plus level. Oh, never mind. They just scoop. So yeah, that's gonna do it for these games with arceus vstar. Very powerful, very fun. Fortunately, all my opponents have scooped so far, so that'll do it. Tomorrow will be Mew VMAX. And yeah, that'll be exciting. So let me know what you guys think, and yeah.